something we're going to do every Monday. We're going to have a new video, and we're calling it Mondays with Matt. And you'll be able to kind of see if you have questions, you can submit the questions. If you want to find the policy document, it is available for you, the platform. Love Our Hood. You can find that at votemarchand.com. And I think we should start with how you and I met.
Well, we go back, right? I mean,
you'll admit that you met me at least once.
You know, for our viewers, we did meet before the internet was invented. So some of that stuff, you know, that we did in high school, of course, you know, really didn't happen.
That's how long we've known each other, pre-internet.
And for those folks that are from Kennedy, we're both Kennedy alumni, so go Kennedy.
Yeah,
it's just great to see. We've been in touch all these years.
Oh yeah, we've definitely stayed in touch. I mean, we took a lot of classes together. My story is that I was new to Kennedy. I came for the last year, so I only showed up for the last year. But I knew literally one person at the school, and so I literally walked into school and didn't know anybody there. And I got into one of our classes, and I met you, and through you, I met a whole bunch of people, that many of which we're still in touch with.
It's been my privilege knowing you all these years, and I'm certainly glad we're sitting down today.
I probably wouldn't have known as many people as I did if, you know, again, it's a different transition to go from, I was in an American school, to come back and go to school in Canada. So it was a great way to do it. But again, we've been able to catch up and stay in touch. You've done so much, even since we were in school together. London School of Economics. I remember when we were at Kennedy, you would talk about the London School of Economics. It was something that you really were interested in checking out and being a part of, and you wound up going there. Yeah,
it was a great opportunity. I just
London, England.
London, England, of course. Yeah. Well, we had the same economics teacher in grade 13, and he just passed away recently, and it was a great opportunity to pursue that opportunity through. I did my undergrad at the University of Windsor in business, and was fortunate enough to apply there and was accepted, and apply some of the principles that I learned there, through my life, both from an academic perspective and from a discipline perspective about looking at different things from different ideas and be open to new things. And just because this is the conventional wisdom today, well, what are the new ideas tomorrow? I think we try to incorporate some of that, in our platform and through my life actually.
Did going to school in England give you more of a global perspective?
It did. You learn that the world is a smaller place, but at the same time, there are new ideas. One thing LSE, or London School of Economics, was about was taking ideas and then sort of looking at it all in different directions. And can you argue position from the right? Can you argue position from the left? And oftentimes that there is no right answer. And that was part of the discipline back then, that you didn't know when you went to class. Are you going to have to argue this position from the right? Are you going to have to argue from the left? And so you had to learn all the perspectives. And that's why you'll see, interesting enough, when I ran for mayor, so the labor community came out in support of my campaign, despite the fact I was chamber president. And that was largely due from my, schooling at LSE that opened to new ideas and being open to different perspectives and incorporating it all into one. And the other credit, of course, would go to Mayor Mike Hurst.
Right. Which is the next time.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so back.
Working for them.
That's right. And Mike was tremendous mayor in many respects. But I think what he would be known for legacy-wise is having both business and labor in the same room cooperating on issues. And you saw that in his electoral results. And certainly something I'm proud of. And that's a legacy that certainly Mayor Mike Hurst will always have.
What was your role in working with?
I was his policy assistant for 12 years in the mayor's office, and that was from 1992 to 2004.
And then you wound up at the chamber. You were the president.
Yeah, I started the chamber in 2012. I was on the board actually in 2010. Jennifer Jones was the chair and asked me to join the board in 2010, which I did. And then after that, I joined the chamber as its president in 2012.
What was that experience like?
Oh, it was great. We got to work with the business community, really up close and personal, get really involved in the community. And I think that's one of the things that I enjoyed the most, was being out in the community. And we were fortunate enough when I was there, we won 5 awards for community leadership and performance excellence. We had a great team. Some of that team is still with me today, and I'm very proud that that's the case.
That says something.
Well, it's nice to see. So, of course, I ran for mayor in 2018, yes. And got about 18,000 votes. We did pretty well.
Very well.
And here I am today, where I work for IG Wealth Management, financial, and enjoying that very much, actually.
Very good. Now, what's interesting too is that some of the things that you had in your 2018 campaign in your platform have actually been incorporated into what the city's doing now.
Yeah, our campaign team has been tremendous. We got just a tremendous campaign team. We put out a number of ideas, and a number of them, I've even put it on our campaign literature. There's been a number of ideas, at least a dozen, but we just put 3 in our campaign for highlights. The Dougal death trap.
Okay.
We campaigned hard on that.
Right.
And I think many folks remember the Auditor General. I mean, we pounded that one.
Right.
And we pounded that one to death on that. We sort of got that approved. And we had other things too that were approved, by City Council. Particularly some of which on the like NACS loan, for example, we put that forward hard on our campaign and some other things. So we're proud of our campaign. I think we did a great job in terms of setting the agenda from 2018 to 2022, and we weren't even elected. So imagine if we get the opportunity to be elected. I think we could do even more work with the community. So that's why I'm running, really.